Best known as Unlucky in Love Duckface in the classic comedy Four Weddings and a Funeral, Anna Chancellor has received some devastating news in real life. The actress's only child, Poppy Chancellor, is suffering from acute myeloid leukemia at the age of 36. After 3 weeks with multiple infections in hospital, I have been diagnosed with leukemia, Poppy confirms. I am still very much processing my heartbreak. Leukemia is cancer of the white blood cells. I am, honestly, terrified and physically exhausted, at the same time as learning to talk to my body and cells with a loving defiance, Poppy says. In preparation for chemotherapy, she has shaved off her trademark bob hairstyle. Chemo ready, she says. Said goodbye to the bob today, end of an era. Her father, the East Lothian-born poet Jock Scott, died of cancer 7 years ago at the age of 63. After his diagnosis in 2014, he refused chemotherapy after being given 100 days to live. However, he went on to live for another 2 years. Cancer has always been close to home for me, Poppy says. I've always been interested in cancer awareness and advocating for grief awareness, and now it's all starting to feel very real very quickly. She adds, grieving for my life before diagnosis, and coming to terms with all the bruises and needles is a challenge. An illustrator and paper cut artist, Poppy has worked with major brands including Cath Kidston and Adidas, as well as run workshops at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. After studying illustration at Kingston University in southwest London, she attended the Royal Drawing School, established by King Charles. She once created a paper cut for a friend to present as a gift to the late Queen Elizabeth during her Diamond Jubilee in 2012. The king is said to have one of her works which she gave to him as a thank you after she attended an artist's residency at Dumfries House, his stately home in Ayrshire. He wrote to her saying he was very honored to have her work. She has also written a book titled Cut It Out, which teaches readers how to create paper cut art from a blank sheet. Poppy has spoken fondly about her crazy childhood with her loving mother, 58, whom she described as her best friend. Her parents split up when she was 4 years old, and she lived with her mother in a basement flat in Shepherd's Bush, West London. They would be seen out together on the party scene in trendy Ladbroke Grove nearby. I was an only child, but I never felt lonely because I was always at the party, or down the bookies with my dad, or in the pub with both of them, she said. There were parties every night and great pubs where everyone would go, so that's what they did. David Bowie's former drummer Woody Woodmansey tells me he's yet to receive an apology from bandmates who ditched him last year for refusing to have the COVID jab. Woodmansey, 73, is the last survivor of Ziggy Stardust's backing band The Spiders from Mars. He later joined Holy Holy, which performs the Pop Chameleons classics and includes Bowie producer Tony Visconti among its lineup.